Hi again. Today I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I finally sleeve and store my Etherfields collection, as well as because I've just finished one of the gameplay for the tutorial. I understand a lot better how the things are organized, what goes where. I'm sure. I mean, part of the mystery of the game itself is the game rules start changing and adding, but that also applies to sleeving and storing the game, because with our play experience is totally bizarre what all the different icons, cards, how are they used. All this actually will affect how you're going to like place all these tokens and cards all over the place. Okay, so let me just briefly go through the two additional box for Etherfields. Yeah, I've been pronouncing it Etherfields for a while, but I don't know why. I mean, maybe no, there's another similar element called Ethos. I don't know. Okay, so for the 5th player expansion, if you have it, I mean, I'm sure you have it, right? She's so cool. So for me, nothing much has changed. I kept some of the personal triangle tokens still with her. I've taken out some of the common ones and merged it together with the main box, those 3 colored plastics, the black, the green, the yellow. Her player box is still here. The miniatures are still here, and of course that is the drying stick I mentioned before. So nothing much has changed. I'm using this character because I think she's quite cool, and of course it's very easy to change character in this game actually. The creatures of Etherfields, okay, there I go again. Creatures of Etherfields, I don't really change anything at all. The way that they are stored in this box with all the proper holes for the proper miniatures are cool. And anyway, you won't get to touch this in the first tutorial, so don't bother even bringing this up. I mean, I didn't know, I thought so, so I brought it up. Okay, so this is the main box. So one of the big problem I mentioned was after sleeving it, it won't go back into the box, obviously. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I solved that problem. So this envelope, if you're wondering, is actually for you to store some of the map tiles that you have completed, and you can go back to, it's kind of like a save game for the places you have unlocked. It means it is very, very similar to Gloomhaven's map with a sticker now in a spiritually wise. Then you have this, okay, but I don't show you the cards, but these are the wisdom cards. Basically they are rules, additional rules you will find. One of the rules you can immediately take is actually the Thorn Knight's rule, if you have it. So the Thorn Knight is actually an additional NPC, or really like it's an additional character you can take charge of during the game, and he's available to you right at the very start, but obviously not recommended if you are just going through a tutorial. But his wisdom card is available right from the very start, and I'll tell you how I organize the Thorn Knight. Thorn Knight only comes with the special Kickstarter version, I think, for the early birds or something like that. This is the thank you letter. I mean, I don't know where else to keep it. This will probably be the best place. Okay, the manual is here. The books of secrets is where all the stories and the verses are. Okay. Yep, and then this is the advertisement. Okay, I need to mention this actually. So for me, to be honest, I did not read the manual at all when I played my first game. What I did was you need to get this document from the Board Game Geek, the getting started with Etherfields. This actually helps you organize most of the stuff, tells you what are what. Together with the manual, of course, they will tell you how to organize your first gameplay. It's very, very helpful, and I think it's a lot better than the manual itself. So this is the highly recommended document that you must get on your first play. Okay, so these are all the sleeve. I think is used for storing map tiles. Not sure how different is that between the envelope. So, and this is the only card I would advise not punching out, and only punch out when you need it. As you can see, they are for all the 4 different characters. Okay, The one for the 5th player you already seen is actually punched out by default already on the her own storage there just now already. So that one you don't really have to do anything about it. So this board I also didn't use. It was humongously big. So in my first game I did not use that. I followed one of the videos, and the videos actually did not use a board, so neither did I. Okay, first thing first, you realize something here is missing, right? It's all the map tiles. Okay, let me just sidetrack and talk a little bit about the map tiles. This is how I stored the map tiles. Okay, and this is actually the solution to how I managed to get everything into the box, because the map tiles are actually super big. You know, if you had a game, you will realize what I'm talking about. And it's all sleeve, using the Sleeve King sleeve I mentioned. Is the 10 by 10 cm, and so far all this stored in this box, so I don't know about an add-on. Might need to get a second box for that. Highly likely, maybe I will get it ahead of time, you know, in case I can't find that box by the time I really need it. That could be one of the situation. And originally in my other video, I talked about sleeving them using the Mayday sleeve. I ran out of Mayday sleeve, so I changed to another brand called ICO. It's about the same, it's 65 by 90, and all the cards are actually sleeved using the ICO sleeves. So as I take this out, this is where you put all your masks. There should be more enough. Some of the masks will be here because I don't need to be bulking out and floating all over the place. And you get all your character boards here for the first 4 character anyway. The 5th character have her own in her own box. Let me just put this behind. Okay, about the storage, so organize all the cards. This is the way I organize it according to what the document has said. So you can actually ignore a lot of the newer cards which you wouldn't know, like, you know, the turn cards, things like the floats cards, all these fate cards. Some of this, if you already know where they are, what they are, you can just sort them out. You can find some of this stuff inside the user manual actually. So I tell you what, I just give a quick flash to where you find that information, because if you read that PDF, you will not know where you. So this is where you see it. You will explain all the dividers. Okay, so these are all the small dividers over here, corresponding to that. The big cards has their own divider as well. So far, it's not really very useful, at least for the start, because there isn't a lot of complicated situation where you need to separate the big cards. Okay, so this is how you split them up. So there'll be things that you will not see yet. The season deck, the item decks, and some of this you will not see at the start before you play the game. So you mainly will deal with the characters. Note cards you will not see also, and there'll be some stuff like that. The rest of them you just follow. This page is the most helpful among all of this manual anyway. But I'm sure it's useful when you come to the advanced game. And I need to bring your attention to this place where it shows the miniatures, because there's no other place you will find labeling for the miniatures, and it's kind of give you a shock when one of the first encounters happens and you do not know which miniature to put out, which actually why I put out the creatures of Etherfields. I thought it would be in that box, but it's not. Okay, so maybe that's a little bit of spoilers. You get one of these encounters quite soon in your first tutorial. Anyway, it's not really much of a spoilers. They will give you something simple to let you experience the encounters and stuff, so that's fair enough. So with the big map tiles gone from here, you know that now you actually have a lot of space. So this has not changed from the last time I mentioned. So it's still the 4 box with the various tokens, except now I know how the token works. So some of these extra tokens I do not actually put them in yet, and I think these are additional markers for you to, in case you for replacement or for custom tokens. So you can just leave it here. It's not very important. So actually you can see there's still some space here. All the cards, almost all the cards are here. Okay, some of the cards are here. So I tell you what cards are here. I placed the influence card, the big stack of it, in a Ziploc bag, and so that it will easily fit here. Doesn't have to squeeze with the rest there. The additional wrappers from the sleeve. Okay, so Thorn Knight has his own pack. I'll probably change it to a Ziploc bag, but right now I just keep it in one of the sleeves covers. These are all the stuff for Thorn Knight, which probably you won't use at the start. And there are some additional masks here. So these are the masks that I didn't want to like float around, like I mentioned before. The 4 hidden stack of cards for the 4 characters. The 5th character's one is in her own box. And these 2 Ziploc bags are actually the... Okay, maybe it's a bit of spoilers. You will get some stuff during your first venture. Some cards as well, and some instruction, some tokens perhaps. So all this is kind of like in the save game Ziploc bag for each of the different characters here. And all this sits nicely here, so it's very easy to pack them back, very easy to unpack. So just take out most of this stuff here. In fact, the smaller decks, these are all for different characters, and then you are ready to start your next game. So I think that's about all for Etherfields, and I'll see you again next time if I have something more to report. Oh yeah, of course there's wave 2, but I don't think that'll be so soon. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this before wave 2 is arrived. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you again.